Hello, Dave here with emergencyprepguy.com. I appreciate you stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to get into these bees, but I got to give you a little bit of the backstory first. I've had the bees since a little bit over a year, and with the first, what they call nucleus hive or nuke that I got, it came with a queen and a bunch of bees, and I put them in, and they've been so gentle. I've never had them attack me. I've had them a few buzzing around me a few times, but they're so gentle that a couple of times if I just had really quick things to do, and I know that I don't recommend this and nobody else that I know of recommends this, especially when you're a new beekeeper, but a couple times I've actually lifted the lid off and done little quick things without any protection at all. Well, anyway, couple months ago, I was trying to learn how to mark the queen, and so I bought a little kit. You're supposed to catch the queen in a clip, and I was too chicken to grab her with my hands, and so which is the way a lot of them do it, is they'll just grab her by the thorax with their hands and mark it that way. That's probably what I should have done. But anyway, so I grabbed her with a clip, and I was trying to get her into this little case that then she walks around in there, and it pushes her thorax up, and it's supposed to be easy to mark her. Well, anyway, when I grabbed her with the little queen clip, I don't know what I did wrong. She got out, and she flew away. And I was the one that had taken her out of the hive, and I wasn't still near the hive. I was over on my back porch. And so she didn't have any idea where the hive was, and so I basically lost her. And so I went to the local guy, honey guy, that I had bought her from, and he, 25 bucks or something, he sold me another queen. Well, anyway, I installed the queen. Everything went really, really well, and this queen is, as far as honey production is going, it seems like she's even doing better. Of course, she had a bigger hive to start with, so I don't really have a fair comparison, but she's kicking butt. Lots of honey. They built out the comb really fast. She's doing a great job. The only problem is, if you guys seen any of my previous beehive videos that I've done, I just wear a heavy shirt, and I have a little veil that I put over here that straps down and holds against your shirt, and I've never had any problem or any need for anything else. Just from the minute I got into the hive, the bees were just all over me, a lot more than they normally would have been, and when I got in there and started removing some of the queen cells, they started stinging me, and again, I had that heavy shirt on that I've never been stung through before. They were buzzing all over me, and once I started removing the queen, a couple of the queen cells, I got stung literally 4 or 5 times. One of them was right there. I don't know if you can see my arm, but one of them was right there, and my whole arm swole up. That one hurt. Most of the rest of them didn't really hurt, but that one, he got me good, apparently, and my whole arm swole up. And anyway, I got 4 or 5 times on this arm, a couple of times on this arm, and twice through the pants. And there was a couple of them that figured out how to get into my veil, and I got stung twice in the back of the head. And it would have been a funny video to film, because when they started attacking me, I basically left the hive the way it was, and I took off running because they were swarming me and I was getting stung. And I went in the garage, and about half a dozen of them followed me in the garage, even though I tried to be really quick. Some of them were probably on me, and they were buzzing all around my head. I had to get my head off, my veil off, because I could tell I'd gotten stung in the back of the head. I could tell there was some in my veil. And so as I was running, I took the veil off, and so I'm swatting them, trying to make sure none of them go towards my head. And I go in the garage. It would have been a funny video if I could have had somebody filming it. But anyway, I go running in the garage there, and like I said, half a dozen of them followed me in the garage. And then I ran around the car, and I mean, they were mean. They were after me, and I I ran in through the door that goes from the garage into the house. I ran into the house. 2 of them made it into the house, and I had to kill them in the house. And so I thought, well, I must have just done something really aggressive. That's just odd to cause that kind of a reaction. I thought, you know, that's just a fluke. I've never seen him be that mean before. So 2 or 3 days after this, where I got stung 10 or 11, 12 times, something like that, I came out and I just walked around that hive just to kind of look. I didn't get into anything, and I didn't have any protection on, and I just walked around. And this was like 3 days later, plenty long for them not to remember, you know, what I did 3 days ago. Anyway, I walked around, and 3 or 4 of them just took off after me like the guard bees, and they were buzzing. I didn't get stung. I took off and went over there because they were, and I was totally calm. I wasn't even expecting it until they started buzzing around me, and I could tell that they were going to be mean. I didn't panic, but they were buzzing, and I could tell. I mean, they were acting just like they were that other day, and I didn't have any protection on, so I got away from them and got in the house, in the garage. And so my theory is that it's the queen, because that's the only thing that changed, because I've had the hive that full before at the end of last year, and I've never had them be mean. So when I get into the hive today, if they're mean like they were those 2 days that I told you about, hopefully they won't be able to sting me, because I'll have more protection on than I did then. But when I get in there, if they attack me again, I'm going to replace the queen. The guy that I ordered them from, he said that he'll give me a new queen, or but anyway, that's what I'm going to do, because the queen is the only thing that's changed. That's why I think it's her. And I've read that genetics can affect the aggressiveness of the bees, and it's not always actually the queen itself. It could be the drone when the queen goes and gets mated. If she mates with a drone from a more aggressive hive, then which she was already bred when I got her, but that could be the problem as well. So anyway, we'll see. Hopefully they're super nice. If they're super nice, I won't worry about it. But if they start attacking me, which I kind of suspect they will, then that queen's going. So I ordered a suit that you're supposed to not be able to be stung through, or at least a jacket. And I've got, you probably can't see it in the camera, but I've got some overalls that are going to go over my jeans below, just so I got a couple extra layers. And I'm just going to get into this hive and just see how aggressive they are. So anyway, hopefully it'll be an interesting video. Anyway, as I'm starting to get into this hive, that little bee that you might have saw me looking at a minute ago, when they're landing on me, they got their bums pointed down like they're trying to sting me. They never used to do that. They just land on me and walk around. This hive has definitely gotten more aggressive since the new queen. Walk over here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they're coming at the screen with their stinger. They're not just seeing who I am. They're serious business. Other than them being grouchy little guys, I don't know how well you can see this, but the full frame of capped brood, a little bit of honey around the corners. I mean, this queen is textbook in the way she's doing stuff. So I'm really happy with her from that respect. There's a bunch of drones on this, which means if they get this queen's aggressive gene, they may be adding some aggression to the local population. But she's an aggressive egg layer. One thing I'm noticing is the more I clean propolis or comb where it's not supposed to be and stuff like that off of the different parts of the hive, the frames, then they get more aggressive. Found the queen. I missed her the first time I looked at this frame. Hopefully you can see her there, right? She's just crawling up onto the wood there. So she's the source of my good fortune with all the production and also the aggression, I think. But she's pretty little, or I guess she's big, pretty queen. I like her. Look at, I don't know if you can see how they're attacking me now. This suit is a lot hotter than my other outfit that I have. They're even attacking the camera. Wow. Okay, well, I hope that was interesting. Appreciate you watching the video all the way to the end. Again, thanks so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you in the next video.